Alright, I know what you're thinking. An Italian tank? Why? Stay with me here, because this isn't just any Italian tank. This is Tamiya's 135 Carro Armato. It's small, it's quirky, and yes, it might look like it should be delivering pizza instead of fighting a war, but by the end of this video, you'll see how this little kit can look seriously good on your shelf. No build along today, just a straight up review with tips on how to turn this box of plastic into something way better than you'd expect. Stick around, you might find yourself adding one of these underdogs to your bench. This kit isn't brand new, it's actually an updated release from an older Tamiya kit from years back, and you can kind of tell when you start looking at the sprues. The first sprue, I'm pretty sure that's straight out from the original release, because the instructions only mention 2 figures, yet somehow you get 3 in the box. So either Tamiya decided to be generous, or one of those little guys snuck in when no one was looking. Not the best quality, but either way, it's a bonus figure. One of the biggest changes with the updated release is the link and length tracks. A huge step up from those old school rubber band tracks Tamiya used in the earlier version. But here's the twist. I'm not using them. Yep, you heard that right. I've got a different idea for this build, and I'll let you in on that little secret later in this video. Thinking of it as a modeling plot twist, so stick around. Now, I don't have the older kit here to do a side-by-side comparison, but going through these sprues, I've got to say, they're looking pretty good. The details are sharp, the molding is crisp, and so far, I'm not seeing any red flags. No mystery sinkholes, no flash that looks like it came off a 70s mold. Just clean Tamiya plastic, the way we like it. These link and length tracks, yeah, they're a huge step up from those old rubber bands. No argument there, but here's the catch. You almost always have to install them before you glue your upper hull in place. And that creates a nightmare for painting and weathering. Sure, you can glue them all together into one big track run and paint them as a unit, but I hate that. It's awkward, it's messy, and you end up handling the tracks more than you want to. There's gotta be a better way. And yeah, I've got my own plan for this build, which I'll spill later in this video. So again, I'm not seeing any red flags here. This looks like it's going to be an easy kit to put together, classic Tamiya style. And I've got to give them credit. They're really stepped up on their figure game lately. The ones in the box aren't just afterthoughts, they're actually got some sharp details and solid poses. Looks like Tamiya is finally giving us some figures we want to use, instead of banishing them to the spare bin. I'll always recommend a Tamiya kit for a beginner. They just build so easily, and honestly, I enjoy that simplicity myself. This one's going to be a nice break from all the German armor I've been cranking out lately. Yeah, it's still Axis, but at least it's not another Panzer Gray box on the bench. And don't worry, I do have some modern builds planned for the future. That is, if the Hawk doesn't spot the packages before I can sneak them into the house. Well, at the very least, I want to mix things up with some Allied stuff down the line, maybe a Sherman, maybe some British armor, something to balance out all the Axis kits. Right now, I'm also tinkering with the Ghost tank, my first reimagined build, and it's still in the test phases, but it's coming along and I think it's going to set up the tone for some really different projects in the future. At first, I didn't even want to start this kit. Oh, bear with me, the Hawk's on the phone with the Philippines and she's doing the dishes at the same time. Okay, it just seemed too simple, like there's not enough meat on the bones to really show you guys any quality work. I mean, what am I supposed to do to an Italian tank? How many of these things were even made? How long were they in service? I can't imagine it was very long. By the time the Africa campaign wrapped up in 1943, and hopefully the Hawk will wrap up soon, these things were probably already museum pieces. But hey, that's what makes it interesting, turning something small and simple into a build worth showing off. Before I start any builds, I always look at historical photos. Here you can see how to weather the tank, you can see the details around the rivets. Here the crew has added some sandbags, and these look like jerry cans over there. And this is the one, yeah, this is the photo I'm going to model it after. The jerry cans on the side, the spare track links around the turret, and pretty much all over the place. And some more jerry cans over there. So yes, I'm not going to use these tracks. I was going to use them originally, but after seeing that photo, I was like, yeah, I have to go out and try to find me some, here it comes, Sprue model. I think I said that pretty good. Sprue model tracks. Yeah, I ordered me some tracks from Andy's Hobby headquarters. They're on the way. Oh, the Hawk is just not going to end. Sorry about that. That's this life, right? So here is the kit. It looks like a pretty good kit. Can't wait to get it started. At first I didn't want to do this kit, but after seeing that historical photo, I was like, yeah, I want to get right into this kit. So I'm starting it today. So that's where we will wrap up this little look at Tamiya's Carro Armato. And the Hawk hasn't wrapped up yet. Sorry about that. I'll be jumping into the build soon, as I said. But before that, don't miss my Panzer final video dropping this Sunday. That one's been a long time coming, and I can't wait for you all to see how it turned out. Here's a quick look at some of the pictures and how it came out, but you need to see the video on how I did it. As always, a big thank you to all my subscribers for supporting the channel. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed this review, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment below with your thoughts on the little Italian tank. Until next time, keep building, keep experimenting, and I'll see you in the next video.